Welcome to 30 Days of Ableton Push. I'm Josh Spoon, Internet's busiest push nerd. For the last day, I have 2 more quick little tips, and I'll do a review of Ableton Push. So my thoughts on Ableton Push are, before choosing to buy this instrument, the best thing to do is go to a friend's house, watch previous videos that I've done, or go to a demonstration nearest to you in whatever city you're in, and figure out if this is going to be the best option for you. This unit is $599 plus tax, and I recommend you get the warranty for wherever you buy it, because it has an LCD screen, a bunch of buttons. Anything can go wrong on this thing, who knows. So get the warranty if you're going to do that, but make sure that this is a decision that you want to make and an investment that you want to do. For me, I was on the verge of going towards hardware, and I really wanted something that got me out of using the mouse all the time. This does not solve all of your mouse problems. The best way to get around having to use the mouse much with the push is to prep all of your sets, get your racks together, and make sure all your macros are set up. So all you have to do is just drag and drop something in and get to work. I recommend that even if you don't have a push, even if you have a launch pad or just a mouse and a keyboard. Always prep your stuff before you start trying to make tracks. One thing for sure is I really enjoy these pads. I think the size is great. I was worried about the size and the feel at first, but these pads don't get tiring even though they're very stiff and don't really give that much. They are nice on the fingers, and the drum sequencer is amazing. I hope that they are working on a note sequencer to do the similar things that you do in drum sequencer. If you go back and look at some of the videos I've done with PXT and Sonic Faction, you'll see that there's ways around that, but it would be great to have a native thing. One thing that I would love as a feature is if you pressed on your state of your device, it could toggle open and close your macros. So that way you don't have to go to your mouse and click open the macro if it's closed. I definitely love the ability to edit clips so you can make them longer or shorter or loop within beats. That's something that is really handy to me. I really like looping off of odd start points. So whenever I chop something up, I can go on the push and manipulate it that way. One thing that's a great feature about push, but is also a tough feature about push, is it's so heavily integrated within Ableton Live that sometimes it gets in the way of performance and some production things. If you're wanting to do things on 2 tracks and push is on one track and you're trying to do something on another, push tries to come over to that track, and sometimes it gets in the way with recording or playing on a track that you have enabled with audio already playing on it and you want to kind of play over it, or if you want to add a note to the glide, it gets kind of wonky sometimes. But you know, that's part of the beauty of push, is that it's so heavily integrated. So you've got to figure out a way to work with that to your advantage, or maybe you could think of it as a limitation, but I'm trying to figure out a way for it to work as an advantage to me. Lastly, I'll say I think this thing, if we were to do a score of 1 to 10, I think this thing is a 9. There's a lot of great features of it. It doesn't do everything. It doesn't solve all your musical problems. It won't turn you into Flying Lotus or whoever your favorite producer is, or Skrillex or whoever. But it will get you working in a way you've never worked before and open up a lot of possibilities to create with the things that I've mentioned that are kind of cons, and also that this beautiful kind of rubberish material kind of comes off easily. So that was kind of a sad thing for me to find out, because all my corners are now scratched. But other than that, it's a great hardware unit. I love it. I'm going to be using it for quite some time. And if you have the cash, go out and get it. Get the warranty. If you don't have the cash, start selling some newspapers if you lived in the 1980s, and try to find some money to get this if you really, really want it. But make sure you want it before you get it, because I know there's a lot of people that complain about devices that they hate, and I don't want people to hate this thing. Make sure it's for you. This is Josh Spoon for 30 Days of Ableton Push, and I'll see you in the future with more push videos and other things. Definitely check out my website and all the other things that are going on with my Dubspot articles and as things progress forward. And I hope to meet you guys and see your push videos and everything in the future. Take care.